What's cracking, guys? Welcome to today's problem of the day, brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, home of the delicious Chips Ahoy McFlurry, and sponsor of the Classroom McRaffle. All right, guys, that's a good episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's problem. Granny had 5 times as much horsepower in her engine as the Pink Panther. Their engines put out a total of 480 horsepower altogether. How much horsepower did Granny's engine have? Draw a model and write an equation to solve the problem. All right, guys, so go ahead and pause the video here so that way you can solve the problem. Once you finish solving the problem, go ahead and press that play button and I'll go over the answer for you. All right, welcome back, guys. Let's go ahead and go over the answer to today's bad boy. So what I'm going to do, guys, is start off with my notes. And before I hit my notes, I'm rereading the problem and seeing here that Granny had 5 times as much as the Pink Panther and 480 altogether. So 5 times as much and 480 altogether. That information is going to be important for me. Grabbing my pink pencil, guys, because it's a Pink Panther problem. And I'm going to write down Granny 5 times. She's 5 times as much as Pink Panther, and it's 480 horsepower total between them. Alright, let me get my pink back. There we go. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to draw my model, guys. It did say to draw a model and write an equation. So there's 1, 2 lines there, 2 parallel lines there. And let's go ahead and finish these bad boys off. 1 there, and 1 there. Alright, the next bad boys. 1, 1. Oh, 1 and 1. Alright, guys, now I'm going to go ahead and label this. And I'm going to get rid of my ruler. Alright, guys, so I know that all together, guys, we have 480 horsepower. And over here, guys, we have Granny, because Granny is the one that has the bigger amount. She's 5 times as much as the Pink Panther. And down here we have Pink Panther. Alright, guys, I have a lot of my model drawn. The next step, guys, I need to make sure that I'm putting down the right amount of boxes for Granny, guys. She had 5 times as many, 5 times as much horsepower. So I'm going to make 5 boxes for her section. 1, there's 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, guys. We are doing pretty good so far. We're just cruising right along, guys. All right, the next step, guys. I don't know how much horsepower the Pink Panthers has. And notice, guys, if I figure out this box here, okay, then I can go ahead and fill in the same thing for these other boxes. So that's going to help me figure out the Granny's horsepower as well, because I don't know hers either. So I have an unknown number in these boxes times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those boxes, and it gives me this total, guys, of 480. All right. So this is kind of like lesson 2.3, guys, where you don't have to focus on the 0 here, just focus on this here. So what times 6, guys, equals 480, but we're just focusing on the 48. What times 6 equals 48? All right, guys, hopefully you said 8. 8 times 6 equals 48. All right, guys, so that means that we know that n, guys, is 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in for my boxes, guys. I'm going to put that in for my boxes. Let's go ahead and do that now. So n, we said, we plugged it in, n equals 8. So we have 8. Oh, but guys, you know what? I just realized I almost made a mistake, guys. I almost made a mistake. Now, the mistake, guys, is that it's not just 48, though. We have to remember we do have that 0. All right. So it's not just 8 times 6. We have to have that 0 there. It's actually going to be 80. 80 times 6 equals 480. All right. So let's go back and put in those 80s, guys. So the Pink Panther has 80 horsepower. That's not very much. But Granny, she has 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. So Granny, guys, for Granny, she equals 80 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 80 times 5. Well, 8 times 5 is 40. And I have another 0 here, guys, so I put that bad boy right there. That means that Granny, guys, has 400 horsepower. That's a good amount of horsepower. That's pretty fast, guys. So how much horsepower does Granny's engine have? Her engine has 400 horsepower. That must be how she became the senior citizen grand drag racing champion. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's problem of the day. Tune in tomorrow for another exciting episode. We'll see you then, guys. Take care.